Alright, so for those of you that are now coming in, or for those of you that are just coming in, we're going to look at all of the different things that this game has to offer, see what is available in terms of info, and start from there. So when you sign up, you can put in your email address here and acknowledge and understand the privacy policy, and then you click subscribe. You're not actually subscribing, you're just subscribing to the email list, emailing letter thingy. So what happens with this is you'll get an email. It will probably go to your junk folder. It'll take you to a survey, or they may send a supplementary email with a survey that will ask you about the games you've played and your devices and whatnot, and then you can put in your email address again to be signed up for the beta to receive your beta key, or at least have a chance of receiving a beta. So what is Tarisland about? So the first thing that you see what Tarisland is about, not the narrative, but the first set of news that they had. Welcome to Tarisland. Okay, so we click on this, it opens in another tab, thankfully, so it doesn't, the website is intuitive in that way. Nice website, good website. So, their adventurer finally arrived in Tarisland. Your world will forever be changed because of it. Pay to win is strictly forbidden in this game, and they do say that quite a lot. I did a video covering this, they said about 11, 12 times. So, if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. If you're here, don't forget to drop a follow. No pay to win, you can group up with reliable teammates. That's a dream. That's selling dreams, as we say here. And enjoy the hardcore fun of raids. So the only thing that I do think you can take away from this is 1, no pay to win, and raids. Which, when you look at the initial set of gameplay from one of the beta tests, they do focus a lot on the raiding aspect and the working with your teammate aspect. Hopefully that doesn't hamper solo play too much. Signing up is simple, do that, blah blah blah, you signed up. Okay, so now we can close this. That was from the first set of news. And the second set of news went into detail about no pay to win. Their goal is to create a high quality and sustainable game ecosystem. There are no attribute enhancing items sold. Before this said no attack items sold, so I was like, what about defense or whatever? They changed everything. So there's no unfair diminishing of a character's combat power. So we know that this game is going to have some sort of combat power system, or some sort of gear rating system. They're also going to have a seasonal system where they'll have like a battle pass or something of the sorts to bring updated PvE and PvP balance. It'll be a fresh starting line for everyone to embark on a new adventure together, to level up, new equipment and all that. So maybe the season might be 1 month, 2 months, we don't know yet. We'll find out. You're gonna have classes, so classes, you'll have different ways to build them. We'll check out the classes in a bit. The world, you can do raiding, free trading system. We're committing to restoring the freedom of trade in the endgame and creating an economic system that closely resembles a real market. Now, I'm always skeptical when people start talking about things about being in a real market, because immediately I think of blockchain and all that nonsense. This had me skeptical, but there will most likely be no blockchain in this game, because it will be the one thing that kills the game. The biggest selling point of this game is cross-platform. They said they've achieved full two-way interaction between PC and mobile. You will have a dedicated platform, a dedicated UI for PC and a dedicated UI for mobile. And that's one sign of taking it in the right direction. Because we've seen cross-platform mobile games before, cross-platform mobile PC games before that just copy-pasted the UI from mobile PC or vice versa. Didn't end well. So that's what that was about. Hey, what's up, Shy? Welcome to the stream. How you doing? And then they announced the closed beta for the 27th of July. So on June the 5th, Tarisland, the upcoming, announced the closed beta starting on June 27th, which is in less than 10 days from now. Alright, closed beta will give people an opportunity to try out the 5 crafting professions in the arena, battlegrounds, and all of that. If they feel skilled enough, take on world bosses. So I'm looking forward to actually trying the content, seeing how polished it is, seeing what needs to be improved on before the game goes into full release. It's been in development for several years, and Tarisland is an expansive MMORPG featuring multiple biomes and stuff. So there's multiple aspects to the world. It isn't something that just popped up overnight. It is a game that is going to take the place of WoW in China. It's basically the WoW killer. There's no two ways about it. There's no hiding what it's trying to be, and you'll understand when you look You look at the narrative, look at the Tales of the Gods, so they have different worlds, different, Antcash and Shadow, New Moon and the Ayers, Falling Light of the Forest, etc., etc. Then you look at the class system, right? So class system. This is immediately reminiscent of World of Warcraft, okay? So you have the Ranger, which can be your Taming Ranger or your Hunting Ranger. And we will look at the YouTube trailers of the classes in a little bit. They haven't done all the classes, they've done Mage. And from what I've seen of the Mage gameplay, it's very it's much more than they give you here on the website, okay? So the classes that we know of so far, and these classes do look or do seem to be gender locked. They have the Ranger, they have the Paladin, they also have why is it doing that? So you have your Warrior, which is your damage melee. You have Paladin, damage melee, damage ranger. So these are your DPS classes. And then you have, this is also DPS, damage range, this is your Mage. And I said we're gonna look at elf builds, you thought I was lying? Here's your elf build, you're welcome. Alright, so you have your Frost Mage and your Flame Mage. They have different attributes, different things that they're good at, and we'll look at that in the video a little later. And then you have your Priest, your Human Priest. Their damage, it says their damage and range, but this is actually healing class. So I'm not actually sure if these classes will really just be damage, melee, or whatever. This might be a tank. Paladin might be a tank, a melee tank, and this might actually just be the DPS melee. Elf girls, I mean, what? I know, right? Alright, so we have your Priest, and then you have your Bard. Bard looks kind of cool. The Bard is definitely not this range, but I don't think it's this damage. The Bard is usually a support type class. And then you have your Berserker. Well, not Berserker, but your Barbarian Fighter. They don't have anything about it here, but they did announce things in their video. There we go. Alright, so this was the closed beta announcement of video. Here. Alright, but your main takeaways from this, they showcase their Barbarian Fighter, so he's basically a big damage, like a glass cannon melee kind of thing. So you see he dodged the whatever that was. Alright, there we go. Alright, so this is like an example of a 10-person raid. This on, why is this on 360? Alright, there we go. So basically you see that you have a lot of things, a lot of mechanics going on there, like your basic rating, 10%, that's Root of Corrosion. So that's like probably like one of your starting raids. Alright, that's like a big tree thing. Like some sort of druid type raid. I don't know. And you have whatever this is, and you can see everybody working together. And then you also have the battleground, which is like a PvP kind of thing. So I'm looking forward to playing through this PvP, because I really do enjoy PvP. Definitely looks interesting. Yeah, it does. It really does. Alright, and all of this, remember, all of this is free to play. No pay to win. It sounds really good on paper. We'll see how well they deliver. Because we've been sold a lie before. We have been sold a lie before. So we're not just gonna take it all for granted. We're not gonna just take it all willy-nilly. But what I really want to get into is this, and I think I'll let this entire video play. Let's turn that up a little bit.
We are the elves of Felu, a planet that met its doom. Before the end came crashing down, the god of destiny saved our crown. He brought us to Tarisland, a planet like our old homeland. The elf strives in Tarisland's mystery forest for ages, until an external
Okay, so I know that the voiceover, the English translation dub thing is not the best, but you can see that they're trying, right? They're trying to make the characters feel like they belong in part of the world. The elves came from another planet, and Tarisland is kind of, you know.
Dripped stone fell, decreeing the end. The Wild Tree's divine power vanished, leaving us without God's guidance.
Really crazy.
Henceforth, some of us chose to venture beyond the forest and explore the future of our kind in the vast continent. Once blessed by the gods, we ventured from Velu to Tarisland. All things hold inherent spirituality, governed by arcane laws. For elves,
Yeah.
these
So,
laws...
ignoring all of that, all you need to know, elves came from somewhere else. Oh, this is a very nice screenshot. 110. Yeah. Yeah, this, you know, I could take that image. Yeah. Look, I promised elf girls. There you go. I mean, there you go. Elf girls. Don't say I didn't deliver on my promise.
embody nature's duality through mastery. Some among us became natural-born elemental masters. Ice for order,
So you have your
fire
Frost
for
Mage.
freedom.
So they said ice for order, fire for freedom. What I think it is your ice mage will be a CC mage and your fire mage will be a damage mage. I don't know how well ice mage will work in the dungeons because typically bosses are CC immune and ice mages are just like a full CC kit. So I don't know if you're going to be allowed to swap between builds and all of that. I don't know how any of that is going to work. So we can wait and see how that turns out. You might have to make more than one character for different things, but that's fine because the gameplay does look good.
They
Look
are
at this.
cosmic opposites, from birth to demise. Flames dance.
Okay, so this shows us. All right, this shows us that we have some sort of talent tree system. So you have 41 total talent points, and you can allocate that however you please. And because you have, you know, like plan 1, plan 2, I assume you are able to change or swap between these plans freely, or you have the ability to purchase it. And if you have the ability to swap in between plans as a paid option, that is not really pay to win, that's just like pay for convenience kind of thing. No idea. So let's look at the talent description. When fireball fails to crit, the next fireball is 6% more likely to crit. So the talents do seem intuitive. The talents do seem like they impact the class, impact the gameplay. So making the choice of which one you select will really influence the way you experience the game. And you know what we call that? Build variety. You know what build variety does? Build variety allows for replayability of your game, replayability of your content.
Scorching foes with fireballs, roasting the land in a searing blaze. Ice forces are
So yeah, so you have specific, you can either choose flame or frost, right? Let's just look at some of that again. Like you have ice spikeweed, 30% chance of gaining ice energy, your combo damage is increased. Okay, right, so that's just like a buff. Okay, talent description. Every time you cast water bomb, you gain a stack of drowning counting. Additionally deals magic damage. Okay, so Frost Mage is not just a CC class. Frost Mage does look like it has some damage to it. I was wrong. Lovely. Rapid freeze. Okay, so see, no, I wasn't entirely wrong. I was just semi-wrong. You know, on a scale of 1 to wrong, I was like 5. Okay, let's continue to play this again.
but fearsome foes. Pure spirit powers strong
They need to reconsider their font, because I couldn't tell that that was ranged at first.
spells, not force or fight. Seasoned mages protect them.
Alright, that was cool. Do you see what just happened there? Go back. So this is the attack. You see how close they are in the attack range. We're looking at this is the typical red zone that loads in MMORPGs. You know, the red get out of the danger kind of thing. That was a blink. Not many games know how to do a mage blink properly. So if this is executed properly, there's no issues with it. This can be really, really OP in PvP, and it can be OP in PvE. And it means that you always need to be paying attention to your surroundings in the game to know where you can dodge and not dodge into other enemies, not dodge into somewhere that's going to get your party killed. So map awareness is going to be key for these classes, or at least the mage.
Themselves with space and elements might. In Tarisland, we are not alone. Solid friends will guard us and provide support.
Yeah, say solid friends will guard them and protect them. You know that they're encouraging party play. They're encouraging party play to a very, I don't want to say overly forcive manner or overly toxic manner, but I hope that there is some element of solo play. And I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. This is an MMORPG. Why do you want to play alone? There are enough videos on the internet explaining why people play MMORPGs as solo players. Solo players do make up a good portion of the MMORPG player base, okay? I'm not here to discuss that. We're here to discuss Tarisland.
And provide support. We elves were once the chosen ones of the gods. From Velu to Tarisland. The eternal inscribed stone came with destiny's final decree. Are you the one we've hoped?
Alright, so that was interesting. Okay. I just want to look at Spid's video, and I will give you the link to his channel. You can feel free to check him out. Okay, so he has a couple. He has 3 videos, and I won't go over them fully because I want you to watch his videos. I'll just briefly touch on them, and I'll leave a link to his channel. I'll leave his link to his channel here in chat, and on the video on YouTube, I will leave a link in his channel in the description. Okay, so make sure to check out the homie Spid. So you can see here that the classes are still gender locked. The classes do look cool. That has the same 7 classes that are on the website. He shows you what classes there are, and you do have a bit of character customization in terms of facial features and whatnot. And there might be cat ears in the game, like for like headwear customization and whatnot. The gameplay immediately, the tutorial takes you into like a dungeon thing, and they teach you basic mechanics and whatnot. So the gameplay does look very polished and it does look very solid. The combat does also look very, very clean, I must say. And he goes into the shop preview, like they're only going to sell cosmetics, like different things you can earn like through with in-game currency, or you can have paid currency. But for cosmetics, there's no physical advantage to having these things. Raids and dungeons, this is what we are here for. So this is what a dungeon would look like. So you can see that it's not just your typical, oh, this is the red zone, get out of it. It changes, the mechanics of the dungeon change as things happen. You need to be aware of where you are in the dungeon in relation to your teammates and all of that. It does appear that bosses do a lot of damage. You know, you just see his HP just almost completely disappear, right? I think Tarisland has potential to be the next big cross-platform MMORPG, and I definitely think that this is a game that I will be playing. I know you're thinking of playing it, because you wouldn't be watching this video otherwise, and I can't wait to see you guys there. I really do think that I will have fun in a game like this, especially because there's no pay to win or perceived pay to win. But that being said, I probably will still support the game depending on what is available and what the costs are like. Because this, other than Throne of Liberty, which was a huge flop, by the way, you know, a huge letdown, this actually looks promising from what we've seen of the tests so far. Anyway, so I hope you guys have had a great Sunday and that you've enjoyed the stream, and I hope that this was informative. So I think this is where we end for now. We might play, not sure what we're playing tomorrow, but until the next time, stay safe, be happy, and meow. Let's look for somebody to raid before we head out.